You're sitting at your kitchen table, the morning light spilling through the window, a plate of eggs in front of you. It's a routine, a comfort, something you've done for decades without a second thought. But what if I told you that the way you're eating those eggs could be silently stacking the odds against you? That after 60, this simple habit might be weaving a dangerous web inside your veins, one that could lead to blood clots, silent, ticking time bombs that could change your life in an instant. I'm not here to scare you for no reason. I'm a brain doctor, and I've seen what happens when the body's delicate balance tips the wrong way. I've held the hands of patients who thought they were fine, until they weren't. And I'm begging you, yes, begging you, to listen closely, because this is a truth you were never supposed to know. The food industry, the health guidelines, the habits we've all been taught, they're not always what they seem. There's a secret they've kept from you, and today, I'm pulling back the curtain. Don't just take my word for it. Stay with me, and I'll show you why this matters, why it's personal, and why it could save your life. Oh, and before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment below. Let me know you're ready to uncover the truth with me. You're not just eating eggs, you're making choices that ripple through your body in ways you can't see. After 60, your body isn't the same as it was at 30 or 40. It's not just about aging, it's about how your blood vessels, your heart, your brain, they're all more vulnerable now. Blood clots aren't just something that happens to other people. They form quietly, like a shadow creeping across a room, and they can strike without warning. A clot in your leg, your lungs, your brain, it can steal your independence, your memories, or worse. And eggs, as innocent as they seem, can play a role in this if you're eating them the wrong way. The danger lies in how they're prepared, what they're paired with, and how often you're eating them. Most people don't know this, but the way you cook your eggs can turn a nutrient-packed food into a hidden trigger for inflammation and clotting. Fried eggs, drowned in butter or processed oils, served with processed meats like bacon or sausage, that's a recipe for trouble. The saturated fats, the trans fats, the chemical changes from high-heat cooking, they can spike inflammation in your arteries, making your blood stickier, more likely to clump. And when you're over 60, your body's natural defenses aren't as strong. Your blood vessels are narrower, your circulation slower, your liver less efficient at clearing out the junk. I've seen patients who thought they were eating healthy because they stuck to eggs and toast, only to find their cholesterol levels climbing, their arteries stiffening, and their risk of clots skyrocketing. This isn't about scaring you into throwing out your eggs, it's about waking you up to the choices you're making every day without even realizing it. You deserve to know the truth, not the half-baked advice pushed by industries that profit from your habits. Let's talk about the science, because this isn't just my opinion, it's what the data shows, and it's what I've seen in my practice. Eggs are packed with choline, a nutrient that's great for your brain in moderation. But when you overdo it, eating eggs daily, especially fried or scrambled with heavy fats, choline can turn into a compound called TMAO in your gut. TMAO is like a matchstick in your bloodstream. It makes your platelets stickier, your arteries more inflamed, and it's been directly linked to higher risks of heart attack, stroke, and yes, blood clots. Studies from places like the Cleveland Clinic have shown that high TMAO levels can triple your risk of cardiovascular events. And here's the kicker, the way you cook your eggs matters. High-heat methods like frying or overcooking can oxidize the cholesterol in the yolk, turning a healthy fat into a toxic one that damages your blood vessels. Pair that with processed meats or refined carbs, and you're not just eating breakfast, you're rolling the dice with your health. I had a patient, Margaret, 67 years old, who loved her daily fried eggs with bacon. She was active, walked every day, thought she was doing everything right. Until she ended up in my office with a clot in her leg that could have gone to her lungs. We tested her TMAO levels, they were through the roof. She didn't know. Nobody told her. The guidelines she followed, the recipes she loved, they didn't warn her about this. That's why I'm here, speaking directly to you. You're not Margaret yet, but you could be, unless you make a change. So, what's the right way to eat eggs after 60? It's not about giving them up entirely. Eggs can still be part of a healthy diet, but you've got to be smart about it. First, limit how often you eat them. 2 to 3 times a week is plenty to get the benefits without overloading your system with choline or cholesterol. Second, ditch the frying pan. Boil or poach your eggs instead. These methods don't oxidize the fats or add extra oils that inflame your arteries. If you must scramble, use a tiny bit of olive oil, not butter or margarine, and keep the heat low. Pair your eggs with foods that fight inflammation, not fuel it. Think avocado, spinach, or a handful of berries instead of bacon or white toast. I tell my patients to imagine their plate as a battlefield. Every food is either helping or hurting their blood vessels. Choose allies, not enemies. And here's a tip most people miss. Eat the whole egg, but don't overdo the yolks. The yolk is where the choline and cholesterol live, so if you're eating multiple eggs, consider using just one yolk and extra whites. This isn't about deprivation, it's about strategy. You've spent decades building a life you love, your family, your hobbies, your freedom. Don't let a simple breakfast choice chip away at that. I've seen too many patients lose their vitality because nobody told them these small, powerful truths. You're smarter than that. You're here, listening, ready to take control. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because eggs are just one piece of the puzzle. Your entire diet, your lifestyle, your stress levels, they all play a role in whether your blood stays fluid or starts to clot. After 60, your body is like a finely tuned instrument. It still works beautifully, but it needs more care, more attention to detail. Processed foods, sugary drinks, even that extra glass of wine, they can all thicken your blood over time, making it more likely to form clots. Sedentary habits are just as bad. Sitting for hours, whether it's watching TV or working at a desk, slows your circulation, letting blood pool in your legs. That's where clots love to form. I had a patient, Tom, 72, who was fit as a fiddle in his youth, but started slowing down after retirement. He'd eat his eggs fried, sit for hours reading the paper, and didn't think twice about it. Then one day, he felt a pain in his calf. By the time he got to me, that clot was dangerously close to his lungs. We caught it in time, but it was a wake-up call. Tom didn't know that his habits he'd been told were normal, were putting him at risk. So, move your body. Even a 20-minute walk after meals can keep your blood flowing. Stay hydrated, water is your blood's best friend. And manage stress. Chronic stress spikes cortisol, which makes your blood stickier. Meditation, deep breathing, even laughing with your grandkids, those are medicines in their own right. You're not just living for today, you're building a future where you're still here, still vibrant, still you. This isn't just about avoiding disaster, it's about reclaiming your power. You've spent your life working hard, raising families, chasing dreams. Now, in your 60s, 70s or beyond, you deserve to live on your terms, not as a victim of hidden risks nobody warned you about. The food industry won't tell you this. The old health guidelines won't either. They're too busy selling convenience, not truth. But I'm here, as your doctor, your guide, pulling you down this rabbit hole because I believe you can handle it. You're not just a number, not just a statistic. You're someone who's fought battles, who's loved deeply, who's still got so much to give. So take this knowledge and run with it. Swap that fried egg for a poached one. Walk a little longer today. Share this video with someone you love, because they need to know too. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below. Tell me one change you're going to make today to protect your health. I'm not just a doctor on a screen. I'm in your corner, rooting for you, because you deserve a life that's not just long, but full of fire. Let's do this together.